Hey tout le monde, c'est Thomas et aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour un live sur du Game of Thrones, le jeu qui est sorti en 2017 je crois bien, il me semble qu'il est... Donc on va y jouer ce soir, Dexby, ni Mathéo, ni Clément, et ça m'a foutu le seum, je voulais partir sur autre chose. C'est pour ça aussi que je stream un peu tard, c'est parce que j'ai dû le réinstaller. Ah! Et je sais pas où est passée ma manette. Ok, donc le jeu est totalement en anglais. Je ne vais pas pouvoir tout lire. Pour des raisons évidentes que ça va aller trop vite. Et qu'il faut aussi que je le comprenne et que j'essaie de regarder aussi ce qui se passe. C'est un jeu sur ce que j'ai déjà pu tester avant, il me semble. Qu'on va parler énormément. On va devoir faire des choix, des actions. Et ça va nous donner des portes fermées ou ouvertes. Et j'ai jamais été jusqu'au bout pour des raisons que le jeu, à chaque fois que tu passes, que tu fais une saison, et soit faut attendre, soit faut acheter. Moi il me semble que j'avais acheté plus ou moins certaines saisons, donc peut-être que on aura un peu de chance. Alors voilà. Donc alors théoriquement j'ai une partie, donc il faut que je la reprenne à zéro. Il me semble que là, avant de commencer, il y a déjà un petit menu pour nous expliquer le tout et pour nous montrer ce qu'on peut faire. Voilà. Améliorez votre expérience du Game of Thrones. Créez un compte Telltale ou connectez-vous dès maintenant à un compte Telltale Game où vous permet de rester informé concernant les jeux, blablabla. Connexion. Yes, je vais pas mettre que j'ai pas envie de me le faire chourer. Alors je vais faire non merci. Donc je vais la prochaine fois qu'on va y jouer, et je le mettrai. Donc épisode. Donc sauvegarde 1. Donc bientôt disponible. Vous voyez 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Terminer la saison, Miro, obtenez des épisodes, 6 épisodes, tout acheté. Non. Paramètres. C'est ce qu'on va faire. Commande. Non, c'est pas commande. Alors voilà, c'est un jeu PS4 de base. Donc je suis avec ma manette PS5 sur PS5. Sous-titres, bien évidemment. On va mettre ça à 5. Ça à 8. Luminosité, oh c'est bien. Oh, 6. Mise à jour du contenu, voilà. Donc, changer de fichier de sauvegarde. Ok, vide. Ce qui me fait chier, c'est qu'on peut pas... Mais bon. 1, 2, 3, 4... Ok, tout le Ok. Alors, ça lag un peu, c'est normal, c'est parce que le jeu demande énormément. Mais bon. Hop. Comme vous le savez, je surkiffe Game of Thrones. Donc on va voir ce que ça va nous donner là. Ce jeu s'adapte à vos choix, l'histoire est façonnée à votre façon de jouer. Voilà, c'est ce que je disais, plutôt. Donc en gros, pour dire, voilà, on va jouer les Foresters. Coin reculé du bois au loup, ouais. Donc en gros, nous, on est plus ou moins au bois au loup, et voilà. Et dans notre maison, alors déjà, on est sous la bannière Stark, ce qui est génial. Et en gros, ça va être vraiment un déchirement de famille qui va se passer. Le grand Jaime Lannister. Régicide. Parjure. Oh. Liberté par les esclaves. Contre Désolé, mais je vais pas lire, en fait. Pas du tout. Parce que ça va beaucoup trop vite. Donc. Ok, donc déjà j'ai mon pointeur. Je peux ramasser seulement. Et donc en fait on est son écuyer, si j'ai bien compris.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
Donc,
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent.
Tranquillement, je te laisse le terminer.
Shh. Let him finish.
Oh, he'll talk all night if you let him.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
Donc en gros il a dit qu'il avait capturé le régicide et en fait il a dit que en fait il y a participé seulement. Enfin il a aidé.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine.
Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
Ah on prend? Oh non. Je pensais que là on aurait eu un choix. Un Rovsac, le roi du Nord. Demain nous marcherons vers Castral Rock et la maison Forrester. Ah, elle a fait du genou. Aïe aïe aïe, c'est chaud. En route vers Castral Rock. Le Nord se souvient. Ouais, le Nord se souvient. Ouais, c'est Xawa. Monseigneur. Ah, il veut que je surveille Roderick.
On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Ça va. Oui, ça va. Tu m'entends pas?
What's to be done with you? It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
With me, my lord.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
To bring honor to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. Now you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard.
Bon, je vais
Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
So I'm no longer a squire.
As of tomorrow, no. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight, and I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Ok.
Now go.
Donc en gros,
Find
demain,
Godric if you can.
on ne sera plus écuyer. Et là, pour le moment, on l'est encore.
Squire, fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Can I get up to you?
Fine, but you owe me.
Oh, you? I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you. Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck.
Ah, il va avoir le seum en vrai.
You serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant.
C'était il y a très longtemps.
It's your job to do the work and stop complaining.
Ça fait très longtemps, je me rappelle pas du tout, mais il me semble que je l'ai vu gratuitement.
See, that's where you're lucky.
Ou en tout cas, je crois que je l'avais eu à peut-être 5-6 euros parce qu'il y avait peut-être une réduction, j'en sais rien. Mais j'ai sur Kiff Game of Thrones. Donc
I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Who doesn't
Non,
love
pas ça.
bacon?
Je crois que c'est un petit éleveur.
All I'm saying is, at this rate will never be more than this, which is nothing. It's the lowest of the low.
Bien sûr, Fortnite, mec, on va s'amuser. Mec, non. Pas pour le moment. Arrête de te foutre de Roderick.
Sir Garrett the fucking great. Unbelievable. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd be getting promoted too.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it.
He's got Lord Forrester's ear, doesn't he? I'm sure it didn't hurt.
How much further?
It's right over there.
Donc en gros là il a un peu le seum parce que nous on est promus et pas lui pour le moment. Et lui il a pas donc machin.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Que tu ferais?
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
We have enough wine.
Then take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him?
Something
Qu'est-ce
the
qu'il lui
matter.
prend? Qu'est-ce
Owen,
qu'il
we
y a?
have to go.
Il faut
Go if
partir.
you're in such a rush. But what about? What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? Just don't need a fucking run.
Run!
Oh. Voilà. Yes, peut-être que je vais sauver du monde. Peut-être. Ah le fils de...
You need to get back to camp.
Il faut rentrer au camp. Ouf, on l'a esquivé de justesse hein, parce que j'étais pas en train de toucher la manette. Allez, on esquive ça. Allez. Roderick. Regarde, il faut le rentrer. Un cadeau du roi. Allez. Allez, voilà. Allez. Ah oui, une bête pour Luxembourg, effectivement. Prêt les gars. Chargez. Tirez sur celui-là. Ah, j'ai pas eu le temps, j'ai le seum! Oh non! Ah, j'ai le seum! Ok, ça va. Ok. Prêts les gars? Là ils vont essayer de tuer toutes les grosses familles des Stark. Tiens sur celui-là. Là on lui fonce dedans avec le bouclier. Ah! Merde! Ça s'en fout. Voilà, je l'ai pas eu. Allez. Mais il aurait pu prendre sur le côté, hein. Ça aurait été peut-être un peu plus logique. Allez, on peut le faire. Carré, hop. Merde, on a plus le bouclier. Ok. Tac, on esquive. Tac, on esquive. Bim, dans la gueule. Allez. Allez, 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 allez. On est plus fort que lui, on est plus fort que lui. On s'ame. Ok, là on vient de comprendre. Allez. Allez, toi ta gueule. Allez, bim, ça dégage. Allez. Ils ont fait s'enfuir les chevaux. Non. Oh. Ah ouais, on est... Oh non, le Lord.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Gars, tu as... Ils l'ont tué, j'ai essayé de le sauver. Il est mort. J'ai essayé de le sauver. Allez. Trouvez-lui une arme. Allez, on prend vite l'arme. Allez. Walder Frey, foutu traître. Partez mon seigneur. Ok, c'est bon, on part à deux. Bon, il est blessé, mais on peut partir à deux. Merde. Bon, il a deux épées là, c'est pas normal. Hein. Vous êtes blessé, nous devons continuer. Vous êtes blessé, mon seigneur. J'ai connu pire. Ah. Ne fuyez pas, battez-vous. Oh, ah ouais, il pisse le sang de fou, par contre. Je au péril de ta vie, ramène-la au mon frère. Plaisir. Comment dit le traître qui met la main au-dessus. Je ne vous abandonnerai pas. Si tu le feras. Devant tous les dieux, tu dois m'obéir. Dis à ton oncle, dis que le bosquet du Nord ne doit jamais être perdu. Il n'y a personne d'autre, tu l'as compris? Bosquet du Nord. On jure de le faire. Donnez votre parole. Pars maintenant. Fais-le pour ta maison et ton honneur. C'est foutu, Forrester. Donc lui, il va se battre. Avec les amitiés de Walder Frey. Allez, cours! Cours, frère! Ah, voilà! Et encore, il va pas vite, hein! Ah! Ça, c'est le truc de Game of Thrones. Alors, en film, il est bien mieux. Enfin, en film, en série télévisée, il est bien mieux. Alors du coup le jeu est en anglais, c'est vraiment assez chiant parce que ça va extrêmement vite les paroles comme vous avez pu le voir. Dès qu'il y a même pas d'action, pas forcément beaucoup d'action, ça va extrêmement vite. Donc limite quand il y a de l'action ça va moins vite. Parce qu'il y a rien, enfin il parle moins du coup. Mais il y a plus d'action et il faut vraiment avoir la manette en main par contre. De la glace naît le fer, épisode 1. Terre des foresteurs. Là, on est sur la route royale. Donc la route principale, pour ceux qui ne connaissent pas Game of Thrones, la route principale ça s'appelle la route royale. Voilà. Donc en gros, soit on utilise la route royale, donc la route principale pour aller là où tu veux, mais ça peut prendre beaucoup plus de temps que si tu prends par des petits chemins. Donc là, voilà, on peut... Oh, on voit notre inventaire. Ok, du sang, regardez.
Blood.
Sang. Et je crois que là, c'est du sang frais. Allez. Bon, par contre, ils auraient pu nous mettre la vue de devant. Ça aurait été peut-être plus simple, quand même. Ok, là, on voit du feu. Mais non, on va pas plus vite pour autant. Ah si, oh là là, si on fait R2, on va plus vite. On peut pas courir par contre. Il a pas envie de courir, donc tant pis. Ok.
That's Father's car.
La charrette de mon père.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
Donc là, il tue les cochons. Juste pour s'amuser. Oh,
There's nothing
passe
for
ton
you
chemin, petit. Il n'y a rien pour toi ici.
Father,
I said
Père,
move on.
tirez
Unless you want
l'épée.
to get fed to the fucking pigs.
Vas-y,
I'm
on
going
tire
to kill
l'épée.
you.
Is that so? You can try if you like.
Hop là. Attendez, je suis obligé de mettre en pause. La connexion. Ah! Mais j'ai pas mis mon PC sur la connexion de mon portable. Alors, je suis désolé. Depuis tout à l'heure, vous devez avoir un truc de merde. J'ai Discord ouvert. Oh là là, je suis désolé tout le monde. Je change vite fait. Yo, c'est quand tu viens sur Fortnite. Je vais y venir peut-être tout à l'heure. Peut-être. Ok, c'est bon. Là, techniquement, je suis sur mon truc. Donc le réseau devrait revenir. C'est peut-être ma mère aussi qui est dessus. Je vais lui dire. C'est là où elle me dit mais je suis pas sur la cour. Je vais dire regarde. Parce que ça se peut, j'ai donné vite fait la connexion à mon voisin parce qu'il a plus de connexion à cause de son forfait. À quelle heure? Ben je sais pas mec. On verra. Mauvaise qualité de connexion. Diffusion de l'audio du micro uniquement. Ok, j'ai demandé aux voisins de s'enlever parce que... En vrai, je vais peut-être l'appeler, ça sera peut-être mieux. Je vais faire un truc aussi. Ça, je vais kick. Ça, kick. Ça, annuler. Ça, je le sais. Il me répond pas. Ok, je vais l'appeler. Il répond pas. Je vais me mute au cas où. Bien. Du coup, je suis désolé, je vais revenir. Et voilà. Il faut que j'aille lui dire de virer de la connexion. Voilà. Donc à tout de suite. Ouais, bah il était pas sûr en fait. Ouais. Parce que de chez Catherine, il a pas notre couple. Il m'a dit qu'il pouvait pas être sur ma co. Du coup, il s'est mis sur la connexion de chez Catherine. Du coup, bah voilà. Hein? Oui, non mais oui. Ok, ouh. Attends, je me suis coupé. Ok. Donc, apparemment c'est revenu. Le temps que j'étais pas là. Ah. Si tu me fais une micro coupure, ça me fait méga mal. Bon. Enfin, méga. Ok, donc ça a l'air good. Mon stream a l'air good. Et le jeu a l'air good. Ok, on reprend le jeu.
And then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get
Il
off
veut nous tuer, nous
my
découper et nous jeter au cochon, je crois.
land. This is Bolton land
Sword
now, boy.
Militaire.
Lord Bolton
Ces
is
terres
the
appartiennent
new
au
warden of the
Bolton.
North.
Lord
I
Bolton.
reckon he like a proper lordly sword like that.
Le nouveau roi du Nord.
No.
Non.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Je veux cette épée. Venez la chercher. Allez au diable.
Come get it, you
Venez
bastard.
la chercher. Allez, venez la chercher, bande d'ordures. Aïe. Ah ouais, on n'est pas entraîné à... Aïe aïe aïe. Finissons-en
This fucking pig
avec
farm.
l'éleveur de cochons.
Pathetic.
Pathétique.
You really are a pig farmer, aren't you?
Allez, ça dégage. Ah, ça c'est une mauvaise idée, ça par contre. Allez. Allez, grand. L'épée. Aïe. Allez, allez. Mais t'es censé être sur ma côte téléphone, toi, donc c'est normal que t'es instable. Pardon. Frérot, ça y est. Pourquoi en fait? C'est sérieux là? Ah mais j'ai peut-être un truc qui s'installe. Attendez. Non. Bon, j'ai vraiment rien qui s'installe. Réseau connecté. Là je vais voir si j'ai paramètres réseau. Vérification en cours. Ouais, normal. Tester la connexion internet. Ah. Elle va commencer. Si vous êtes en train de jouer à un jeu en ligne, la connexion au serveur risque d'être interrompue. Annulée. Afficher l'état de la connexion. Ok. La connexion internet. Intensité du signal 100. Tic. Voilà. Allez. État de la connexion internet. Ça c'est la vitesse. Vérification en cours. Super. C'est vraiment chiant en fait, hein. Ok, ça veut pas se faire. Si j'en ai d'autres. Non, on va éviter. Donc techniquement, si, tout va bien, mais le problème, bon, bah, c'est que je peux pas rester comme ça pendant 30 minutes, le temps que la connexion se remette et dise, ouais, bon, bah si. C'est juste impossible, en fait. Parce que d'habitude, j'ai aucun problème, les gars. Vraiment, j'ai aucun problème d'habitude. Là, je vois, j'ai 542 mégabits. 542 kbps sur... voilà. Vas-y, je vais voir sur Twitch Inspector. Connecté à Twitch. Genre, quelle chaîne? Oui. Genre, il y a mon stream de base, il fait, il monte, il redescend tout en bas, il remonte un pic, donc c'est ce que j'ai pu utiliser, il redescend tout en bas, et il remonte un tout petit peu, et genre, genre j'ai des énormes pics où je suis bien, des fois je suis pas bien, et en fait, et FPS, je suis à 60 FPS, mais ma connexion ne supporte pas. Je ne comprends pas. Débit moyen, débit max, débit minimum. Voilà, voilà. Fréquence d'image moyen. Ok, on va faire un truc. Je vais enlever mon stream. Je vais le relancer sur la connexion de mon téléphone. Et le PC, je vais le remettre sur la box. Parce que le PC, j'en ai moins besoin. Il demandera moins de connexion. Ok. Ça va me faire chier parce qu'il va falloir que je connecte et déconnecte et machin. Ça va me couper mon live. Mais c'est mieux que rien. Ok. Donc, tac, tac, s'il te plaît, tac. Donc à tout de suite. Malheureusement, je vais devoir changer des trucs et voilà. Paramètres. Ok. Pouf. Je crois que j'ai réussi à leur avoir. Je reload ma page. Bon, déjà, j'ai réussi à revoir tous mes coms. C'est déjà pas. Session 48 minutes. Yes, ok. Voilà, j'ai plus le problème de connexion apparemment. On va voir, mais normalement je devrais plus l'avoir. C'est horrible. On va aller sur ma chaîne avec le PC pour voir mon stream. Dans l'état où est mon stream. Avec le PC pour voir mon stream. Dans l'état où est mon stream. Apparemment, si, j'ai quand même un bon micro. C'est juste le PC qui a un mauvais rendu. Ok. Normalement, ça devrait être bon. Ok. Ah, parce que je sais qu'hier il y a eu des orages, donc c'est peut-être à cause de ça. Ok. Ah. Ouais. Pitié. Oh, par pitié. Je t'en supplie. J'ai une famille. L'épargner. Choisir la clémence. Allez. Ah. Lord. Oui, je sais pas quoi. Tu vas le regretter, je peux te le promettre. C'est ce qu'il vient de dire. En gros.
Father?
Père?
Garrett, you survived.
Gareth, tu es vivant?
Your sister.
Ta sœur,
She hid.
elle s'est cachée.
I tried to stop them.
J'ai essayé de les arrêter. Ils ont tué ma sœur, mon père, ma
I'll
mère.
kill the men who did this.
Je tuerai tous ces salauds, en gros. Voilà, donc en gros, là on est au Mont de Fer, bastion de la maison, Forester. Allez.
It's Garrett!
C'est Gareth.
Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Venez chercher
Garrett!
votre neveu, voilà. Il a réussi à survivre. Je suis arrivé trop tard, il était déjà mort.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the great hall.
Appelez le
Quickly.
maître. Retrouvez-nous dans le grand hall. Et en gros, bah, ils ont buté la famille. C'est bon de faire.
And a Bolton.
Et les Bolton.
They killed my family. And for
Ils ont
what?
tué ma famille. Et pourquoi?
My sister, she
Ma sœur,
was only 8 years old.
elle avait que 8 ans.
This never would have happened with the Starks
Cela
in
ne
power.
serait
It's
jamais arrivé.
unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Condoléances.
Thank you,
En gros,
mister.
là, il est en train de mettre toute la faute sur les Stark, en fait. Si j'ai bien compris. Je suis pas sûr, mais...
The blade cut deep,
La
but I
plaie
should be able to save your
profonde.
leg.
Et je vais pouvoir te sauver ta vie. Ta jambe, pardon.
Justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different
Je
than
n'ai pas
you.
le choix.
But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend
Je
myself.
devais me
Of
défendre.
course. And we can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Ah ouais, je dois tenir la blessure. Pour qu'ils puissent mettre les asticots qui vont manger les peaux mortes en fait. Pour éviter que ça Pourquoi? Pourquoi? Pourquoi, frère? Pourquoi tu as décidé de couper la connexion? Sérieux?
Unprepared to lead.
En gros,
Right.
tu risques d'avoir
This
un
might
peu de mal.
hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you?
Tiens, ceci, si tu veux. Ton
Forrester
pasteur
saved
t'a
your
sauvé la vie,
He did.
c'est exact.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his
Franchement,
squire, and
qui a
not his son,
choisi toi,
Roderick.
son équipe, plutôt que son fils.
Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself.
Il a
He's as
donné un
good with a sword as
message.
any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
Get my uncle. I was told only to tell him.
Your uncle? I see. Must be rather important then. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Je devrais pouvoir marcher et il faut que je fasse un peu attention à ma jambe.
Go on. Don't stop now.
Continue, ne
It's better to let
t'arrête
the
pas.
blood circulate.
Mieux vaut faire circuler le sang. Ok. Ouais, genre, il y a voilà les souvenirs et tout. Regardez par la fenêtre.
The Ironwood Grove.
Roskilde, Frugier, Frugier. Tapisserie. Miroir.
Still in King's Landing, I suppose.
Par rapport à...
Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Faut revenir à la maison.
Asher.
Achat.
Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Ah, il a été exilé à Essos, malheureusement. Ok, Talia et Ethan. Talia et
I
Ethan.
suppose Lord Ethan
Enfin,
now.
Lord Ethan maintenant. Ok.
Lady Forrester.
Lady Forrester.
She's always been kind to me.
Toujours.
Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Right.
Ryan.
Never easy being the fourth born
Qu'est-ce qu'un
son.
fils n'est jamais facile. Ah ouais. Roderick.
He was our best warrior
Il
by
était
far.
loin de meilleur guerrier.
Lord
Ah, le
Forrester.
bâtard.
It was an
Lord
honor to
Forrester.
squire for him.
L'honneur d'être son
Gregor
écuyer.
the Good.
You seem to be favouring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maester Ortengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Est-ce que je peux aller là-bas? Non, ok. Ok. Regardez, touchez.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
On a
Yes.
ça. J'imagine. Bandage, ramasser. Herbe médicinale, on prend aussi. Ça peut être toujours pratique d'avoir
Laisse-moi,
ça. Ça peut être utile. Bah, bien évidemment, frérot. Parler. Lui montrer l'épée.
I may be mistaken.
Regardez.
Keep moving. I need to see you walk.
Continue, je dois te voir marcher. Je vais montrer l'épée.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester.
Tu as bien agi en la ramenant à la maison Forrester. Elle revient au Lord Forrester. Cette épée a été transmise depuis 5 générations. Ok, parlez.
Does your leg feel weak?
No.
Ressenti une
I
gêne.
just wanted to ask
Non.
you.
Je peux vous demander, puis-je partir maintenant? Qui est le nouveau Lord? Ce n'est rien. Pourquoi les White-Hill nous détestent-ils?
Who is the new lord of House Forrester?
White Ethan, of course.
Ethan, bien entendu. Pourquoi?
At the Citadel, I swore an oath
À
to
la
serve whichever noble
Citadelle,
house
je
I
fais
was
le serment de
assigned.
servir une noble
Advising the
maison,
late Lord Forrester was an honor.
quelle qu'elle
Advising
soit,
Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
ce n'est rien.
What will
Que
happen to
vais-je
me now?
devenir?
Excellent question.
Excellente question. Dans ces circonstances
Under normal
normales, tu
circumstances,
aurais
you
pu
could join
rejoindre
Sir Royland and his men.
Sir Royland.
Although given the
Mais
circumstances
ces
of your
circonstances plus délicates,
it
n'est-ce
becomes a bit
pas?
tricky, doesn't
Je
it?
suppose que Lord
I
Ethan...
suppose it
Non.
will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Je suppose que c'est Lord Ethan dans
I'm no
Jumeau.
longer a squire, if
Quand
that
je
matters.
suis
It
plus
might, I
écuyer.
suppose.
Cela,
But I'll defer to Lord
Cela
Ethan.
pourrait jouer, je suppose.
Can I
Puis-je
see
voir
Ethan?
Ethan?
Is he
He
here?
is,
Est-il ici?
but I'm afraid he's
Oui,
indisposed at the
certainement
moment.
disponible.
He prefers not to be disturbed while
Il
practicing
joue
his
aux
lute.
luttes. Ah merde.
Why do the
Vas-y, on va
Whitehams
demander
hate the
pourquoi il nous
Forresters?
déteste.
I think it's
Allez.
safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someone's, and then, well, here we are.
Ouais. C'est le truc de notre mec, du coup eux ils disent ah non on veut vous tuer, du coup ils tuent un mec et donc ça n'en finit jamais en fait. Puis-je partir maintenant? Ce n'est rien.
Never mind.
De toute façon non je peux en faire d'autres.
Feeling all right?
Tout va bien.
Can I
Puis-je
go
partir
now?
maintenant?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett.
Contente de
We're
vous
all
revoir,
relieved to
Garrett.
know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Merci
Talia
madame.
asked to see you.
Talia a demandé à vous
Garrett,
voir. Oh,
I heard what happened.
j'ai appris la nouvelle.
Is it true?
Est-ce vrai?
Your family...
Votre famille?
I'm so sorry.
Je suis vraiment désolé.
Me too.
Moi aussi.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
Au lit maintenant, dépêchons-nous. Dépêchez-vous, pardon. Je crois qu'il a dit un truc dangereux.
Garrett was just telling me how
Garrett était en
valiantly
train d'expliquer que Lord Forrester a combattu avec courage jusqu'à la fin, même lorsqu'il a perdu. Il aimait sa famille et c'était un héros. Il m'a sauvé la vie.
My lady.
Il m'a sauvé la vie, madame.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with Roderick, no?
Ça va
I'm
vite,
sure
n'est-ce
it
pas?
was chaos and confusion.
Il aurait
But
pu
if you can
sauver,
remember
il devait
anything, I'm
mener
sure
la
Lady
marche.
Forrester would like to know.
Il a combattu courageusement, allez.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was
Tiens,
House
ça,
Forrester's
merde.
best.
This has been so incredibly
C'était
difficult for
extrêmement
us,
difficile pour nous,
especially the
surtout
children.
pour
But
les
I was
enfants.
told, I was
On
told
compte
you
que
were
vous
the
étiez
last
le
to see my
dernier à
husband
voir mon
alive.
mari en vie.
Yes, my
Oui,
lady.
oui, madame.
I know it may be difficult to
C'est
remember,
difficile
but if
pour
I may
vous.
ask, was there anything
Demandez.
he said?
Est-il quelque chose?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
He
Et-
said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say. You have the Forester's sword.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Ouais. En
Thank
gros, faut
you,
que je le donne
Garrett.
au
Of
nouveau lord.
course, my lady.
Merci.
It's too
On vous
dangerous,
remercie aussi.
especially now.
Trop dangereux, surtout maintenant. Sans faire des mensonges
I'll be
encore.
sure it's given to Ethan.
Ok, Ethan. Ouais, il va veiller à lui donner. Et du coup, maintenant, moi, il faut que je... Je sais pas à qui, du coup, je vais dire... Ah bah si, à lui, là.
I share your outrage, Sir
Ça,
Roger.
je peux...
I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with
Ramsay
Ramsay
Snow.
Snow, the
Le
bastard.
bâtard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a
Confiance,
Bolton, and Ramsay
civilisation.
Snow will want his retribution.
Oh, tu as tué un Bolton.
We're the ones
Ah,
who should be demanding
ils ont
retribution.
tué ma famille,
This
ce sont
happened on
eux
Forester land.
qui m'ont attaqué.
They attacked me.
And they'll say they
Ceux
were
qui m'ont
keeping the
attaqué.
peace in the name of
Il
House
a fait
Bolton.
que...
It's an argument you cannot
Bolton.
win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
They deserve to die. All of them. I say we fight.
Ha! Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
With what army? Our best men were killed at the Twins, along with our lord.
Then what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will
Si
be for
en
Lord
final
Ethan to
revient à Lord
decide.
Ethan.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house.
Il s'agit de l'ordre de la
and he needs our
maison.
help. It's bad enough the
Allez,
Boltons
bim!
can have us bend the
Calme-toi,
knee and
toi, mon
swear
grand.
guilty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
Il t'accuse de
The boy
meurtre.
was just defending
Au
himself.
diable les
I'm not
Bolton,
faulting
j'ai
him
rien
for
fait de
what he
mal.
did.
Ce
I'd
n'était
have
pas un
done the
meurtre.
same, as any man would.
It wasn't murder.
Ce n'est pas un
It
meurtre.
was justice.
Ce
Not
n'était que le...
in
Oh
their
putain.
eyes. It's
Pas à
just the
leurs yeux.
excuse Ramsay
C'est
Snow would
exactement
need
le
to put us
truc
to the torch and kill us all.
I'd
J'en
like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take,
prends
which is
la
why
risque.
you cannot stay.
Je ne peux pas
Cannot
rester.
stay.
Où irais-je?
Duncan,
Qu'ils viennent.
the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
Où irais-je?
The one place
Mais ouais.
beyond the reach of even
On
House
va
Bolton.
hors d'attente pour la maison Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall.
Vous l'envoyez au
Boy's
mur?
done nothing
On
wrong.
n'a
Not
rien
in
fait
the
de
eyes
mal.
of the Boltons.
Pas aux yeux des Bolton.
I'm afraid it's the
À la
only
place ici,
solution,
je
especially
suis
now,
pas un
when the
criminel.
house is so vulnerable.
Je ne suis pas un criminel.
You can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to
Je ne
protect
peux
you.
rien faire
To stay
pour
would bring
protéger.
destruction upon us all.
Rester
I know that's not what you want.
causerait la perte de
I
la
know it's
famille.
difficult to understand. But you must think of the house. I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it then.
Ouais, qui règle la
You can have
conversation.
my horse,
Je peux prendre
and I'll
mon
see you have plenty
cheval.
of food.
Attention
But
que
we haven't much time. The
justement,
Whitehills will come looking for you.
ils vont venir te chercher. Attends! Non! Lui dire d'attendre! Je peux pas! Mais frérot, je dois lui parler! Mais non! Non!
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance.
Oh,
I would. And God's willing,
Pour moi.
someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock and I at Roderick's side, but
It was well-deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
Non, j'ai pas réussi!
Most don't even know it
Peur de
exists.
gens.
They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Je n'en ai parlé à personne.
Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more.
Ah, en gros, il aura besoin bientôt de notre aide. Mais
Future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
De la glace naît le fer.
Remember, you represent House
Souviens-toi,
Forrester.
présent,
Your actions at the wall will reflect the
c'est
honor
vrai,
and dignity
j'irai
of the
avec
house.
honneur. Je vais faire.
I'll serve with honor.
Je servirai avec
I
honneur.
know you will.
J'en suis certain.
Garrett, wait!
Garrett, attendez. Collez.
Be safe.
Soyez prudents. Je crois qu'on a bientôt fini la première saison. Sur la saison. Ah oui, là on va jouer Ethan Forrester, le nouveau Lord.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I
Il y a de grandes chances que Mira meure là-bas. À Castelrock.
Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall.
Mais 70.
Oh, Miss
Garrett est malin, il ne lui arrivera
I
rien.
don't know what he did to get sent away like
Garrett est
that.
malin.
He'll be fine.
Il
Garrett is
ira bien,
smart.
Garrett. Voilà.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to
Elle vient de dire comme quoi en gros qu'il sait pas se battre et qu'il devra apprendre à manier l'épée comme un homme. Enfin, laisser l'homme d'armes en fait lui apprendre à manier une épée comme un homme. C'est pas mal quand même.
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious. the Lord in
L'apprenti
training.
Lord.
We never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you.
S'il te plaît, reste
I like you the way
comme,
you are.
comme tu es. Ouais.
I know a Lord has many
Je te
responsibilities.
promets de ne pas
but you
changer.
don't need to be
Je
like
ne
them.
veux pas changer.
It's for you to decide for
Je
yourself.
devrais peut-être changer.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
We'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
Je vais faire les deux. Ouais, mais c'est encore quelque chose qui est
Since you're the
difficile.
new lord, you can
Parce
do
que
anything
faut
you
pas
want.
qu'il se perde
Everyone will have to do as you say.
en tant que
I
lord.
could have all the sweets I
Il faut,
want.
en gros,
If only
faut
it
pas
were
qu'il
that
soit
simple.
que en tant que
It
lord.
would be nice if
Je
someone
ne
did what
fais
I
pas
wanted
l'idiot,
for once. Ethan will
ce
be
ne
a good
fonctionne
lord.
pas comme
A
ça.
proper lord.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Ça devrait. Tu es le lord. Ah, aïe aïe aïe. Lord Ethan, à présent, c'est requis au grand hall. Maintenant, faisons-le vite. Et en gros, c'est un peu cher. Je sais pas si il vient demander justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
S'il te plaît, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with
Non,
the Lord.
une danse
We
avec le
really
Lord.
must go.
Nous devons absolument y aller.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan
Lui
to
demander
stay
qu'il
with his family.
lui rappeler que
I
je
might
suis le Lord.
remind you, Sir Royland, I'm the new Lord of House Forrester,
C'est le nouveau
not
Lord de la
you.
maison Forrester. Pas vous.
Of course, my lord.
Bien entendu.
It's okay. You should go. It's what must be done.
C'est ton devoir.
Fine, let's be done with it.
Qu'on en finisse. Il s'en souviendra. Mais ouais. C'est un peu compliqué, hein. Pourquoi il le suit pas, du coup? Ah, c'est vrai, non, je suis bête, moi, il était plus bas. Il a fait le tour. Il s'est pas fait chier. Enfin, si, il s'est fait chier à faire tout le tour, alors qu'il aurait pu foncer devant. C'est venu sans prévenir, là.
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you said
Il faut pas que je lui donne
prove it.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Que dois-je lui dire?
And his men to leave.
Now is not the time to anger
On a
Lord Whitehill
choisi
any
pour
more than he
s'énerver
already
encore
is.
davantage,
He's got
là.
5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Ouais, je dois y aller en finesse. Lui, il va être énervé. Il va vouloir absolument.
Lord Ethan, is it?
Ah,
My
tiens,
condolences
bien ça.
for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Allez, on lui serre la main.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my
Il est mort.
life.
Ne me provoquez pas.
Finally get their due.
I may be young,
Je suis peut-être jeune, mais pas dupe. Essayez de m'énerver. Cela ne marchera pas. Jeune, en effet, petit. Trop jeune pour avoir un pouvoir que j'ai en grand. Et quand la seule maison reçoit une troupe d'une bande d'amateurs, calmez-vous. Cherchez le pain. Allez chercher du pain, ici.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have you back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not
Ah,
finished.
non, c'est
Maybe
pas ça que je voulais faire.
fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Que voulez-vous?
Your man, the squire. We were
Votre homme
minding our own
l'écuyer,
business,
ses
keeping the
affaires.
king's peace, as his lordship
Affaires.
here said, when your man attacked us for no
Qu'est-ce
reason.
sans raison?
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Vous aviez tué sa famille.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you
raison, vous avez
admit
tué sa
it was your man who
Donc
killed
tu as
my men.
admis
And a pig farmer at that.
Ah,
How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name.
N'importe quelle heure,
And you are
comment?
the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You
Assassiné la
lost pig
famille entière.
farmers, not soldiers.
Dans l'éleveur de
Soldiers were the honor of their
cochons, pas de
type.
soldats.
Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall?
Qui a
Answer
bien
me.
pu l'envoyer au mur?
Who's the one who did it?
Vous
You
m'avez
heard me.
entendu.
He was sent to the wall. It's
Il a
done.
été envoyé au mur. C'est trop tard. Quoi?
My justice
C'est à moi
to
de rendre
deliver, boy.
justice, petit.
And
Et
you
tu
denied
m'en
me
as
this.
empêché.
I'm not leaving until I have my
Préparation
justice.
de la justice
Now bring me
maintenant.
the coward who did
Et
it,
on
or you'll
lâche
answer to Roose
attendez
Bolton.
devant. Rose Bolton.
What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You
Lady
bellow
Forrester.
like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady,
Voilà.
considering
Te
your
donner
losses
vos
and all.
pertes.
But this,
Mais
this
tout
is
ceci
not over.
n'est pas terminé.
It's
Oh là là, on
over,
l'a géré en vrai.
sisters.
Je n'ai pas assez entendu, c'est terminé. Je vous
Thank you
remercie.
for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can
En
find
gros,
the door.
elle a dit comme quoi c'était ma voix qui, enfin, ma parole qui fait loi en fait.
House.
Ici dans nos terres.
Lord Bolton
C'est
will
moi
have
Lord
the
maintenant.
final say. I'll send him a raven letting
Il est en
him
train de
know
dire comme
Forrester
quoi que je ne peux pas être
killed one
Lord,
of his
je
own.
suis trop
That the
jeune.
new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice.
rendre
Then we'll see
justice,
whose word is law.
Vous êtes un lâche, je fais ce qui vous plaît.
Do your worst, you bastard.
Je n'ai rien dit. Ça sert à rien. Ah, lui là, il a le seum. On n'a pas marché dans leur combine. On s'est un peu énervé. C'est pas
Your
grave, on
enemies
s'énerve,
will
on s'énerve.
interpret your silence as
On
a sign of
silence,
weakness.
un signe de
You were
faiblesse.
brave,
Ah
my
merde.
son, but you'll need to be
Mon fils,
braver still when Ramsay
encore.
Snow arrives to see you bend the knee.
Ouais.
Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Sur le champ. Aïe. On va de... Quoi, je vais devoir m'agenouiller? Moi? M'agenouiller?
Your sister can help us.
Devant le roi des 7 couronnes.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's
Ok, donc ça c'est Mira Forrester.
Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at
Ah,
bay, if
si,
it's
elle est dans la
presented to them
série,
as
elle.
it should be.
On la voit une ou deux fois de temps en temps passer derrière. Mais ok, si. Oh, c'est pas mal. Hein.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider.
On peut pas passer ça en
A gift
vrai.
from Roderick.
Cadeau de Roderick. Il y avait une
Hope to see them all someday.
moche. J'espère le revoir un jour. Ah ben là ma petite, je suis désolé pour toi, mais tu le reverras jamais. Lettre de mère. Boîte de furiger. Pièce Yunkien. Je connais pas. Hein.
Asher sent me this coin.
Ah
Do you remember?
si, ok si, je vois où c'est. C'est à Essos. Ouais voilà. Au jardin.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once
Oh, il y
belonged to
avait du
Lady
monde
Eleanor.
là, Lady Marjorie, Lady Sansa, théoriquement. Qui est là actuellement? Regardez.
Ethan made this for me.
Ça c'est le c'est ouais. C'est un truc de chez nous.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Ok.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Ah voilà, je l'ai mis. Porte.
One moment.
Une seconde.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Oui, il vient pour remettre du charbon, faire les tâches et tout. Ce qu'il y a à faire.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right?
Est-ce que tout va bien?
If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Je vais bien, merci. Du madame.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Bien sûr, madame. Ouais,
You work
wow.
for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Suisse, que mérite.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Ouais.
Hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know.
D'ailleurs, là, le temps que j'y pense, il y a un jeu de rôle superbe qui est sur YouTube du jeu, en fait. Ils se sont repris un peu le jeu. Et en fait, c'est un jeu de rôle qui font aussi les actions sur la même chose que le jeu. Et du coup, c'est un jeu de rôle qui est hyper bien. Vous n'avez qu'à prendre votre téléphone, aller sur YouTube, mettre Game of Thrones, donc GAME, plus loin, off, THRONES, JDR. Vous allez tomber sur JDR Game of Thrones, le champ de la glace et du fer. Et c'est cette chaîne-là qui fait... voilà, donc par exemple playlist... non, peut-être pas playlist, vidéo. Vous prenez vidéo, voilà, et vous aurez toutes les vidéos, voilà. Sinon vous restez sur la chaîne de base, et voilà. Donc il y a plusieurs saisons, apparemment il y a jusqu'à la saison 2. Voilà, donc c'est un truc qui est hyper bien, c'est hyper bien fait. Donc moi je recommande personnellement, parce que de voir un JDR basé sur Game of Thrones c'est assez rare en soi. Et un qui est bien fait c'est encore plus rare. Donc voilà, n'hésitez pas à aller voir, c'est très cool. Voilà. Bon, désolé, je reprends.
Most people don't tend to notice a call boy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
En gros, là, il vient de dire que personne ne remarque les livreurs de charbon, mais que ceux qui savent les remarquer, en général,
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
Ils vont loin ou je sais pas trop quoi, j'ai pas tout compris.
Come, there's something we must discuss.
Enfin non, du coup, il a dit comme quoi ceux qui les remarquent, ils ont raison de les remarquer parce que c'est pas personne.
A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family.
J'avoue, j'aimerais bien skip parce que ça devient un peu long. C'est trop aimable.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Bonne chance. Oh, putain. Oh non. C'est horrible de dire ça. Allez, bonne chance. C'est ciao. Oh, c'est horrible. Oh putain. Oh, il y a Tyrion. Oh, si Tyrion prend ma défense, ça serait d'art.
You can do this.
Tout va bien se passer. Tyrion
Lady Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House
de la
Forrester.
maison Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
Vous pouvez vous
House
relever.
Forrester is a northern house
Une
loyal
maison
to the
nordienne fidèle au roi.
I beg your
Vraiment.
pardon, Your Grace.
Prenez-moi majesté.
I want to hear from the girl.
Je veux entendre de la fille.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Tu es loyal au roi.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
En servant le Geoffrey.
She is.
C'est le véritable
The girl can
roi.
speak for her house.
Merde.
She's loyal. I wanted to hear from the girl, not you. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain.
Perhaps she can explain why the Foresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
La fille est intelligente.
Perhaps too
Le regard.
And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable
J'ai tout à l'heure remarqué à répondre à la question sans rien dire pour autant.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned.
Les gens ne sont
But
pas
now that the war
surveillés.
is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Oh merde, j'aurais jamais dû dire ça, j'aurais dû dire nous faisons ce que
What would
nous
you have the
pouvons.
girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Ouais, je vois.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose.
En gros, il a pris notre
Can we
défense un
truly
peu.
blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on. Evading the question won't help her cause. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Ah, m'en veux un peu. Oh, va me foutre dans la sauce.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport.
Oh.
Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ok, donc en gros ils viennent nous dire faites gaffe à vous, ici c'est un nid de vipères et les gens qui ne font pas attention, en général ils se font buter, donc faut vraiment que je fasse vraiment attention.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife. We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right, of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
Merde, j'ai pas eu le
We're
temps.
both sorry, my lady.
Ah, elle a remarqué mon
This is
silence.
not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
Je sais pas, j'ai pas compris.
Brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
J'ai bien fait de les garder. Trop d'accord avec toi. Mais du coup, Xiao, j'ai pas compris ce que tu m'as marqué du coup. Comment ça, t'es d'accord avec Andy?
Seven hells.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Ah, c'est
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Ouh, ça a fonctionné! Yes!
Bloody hell.
Chaud.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Il me dit qu'il faut que je choisisse quelqu'un qui est le plus qui va être en gros mon bras droit avec lequel que je pourrais le laisser là moi en partant en guerre et voilà quoi. Il pourra gérer le truc, le domaine.
Lord Ethan. Miss.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
Déserteur et un voleur.
This house is doomed.
Cette maison est condamnée.
We all fucking know it.
Nous le savons
Quiet,
tous.
thief.
Silence,
Eric
voleur.
was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
J'ai volé.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Vous nous avez volé.
You stole from us.
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord.
Oui, monseigneur.
I fled.
J'ai fui. Nous devrions tous fuir.
It's not stealing if you're taking what's
Nous
yours by
devrions
right.
He speaks his
Right. I've a family to feed. And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy. No. Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Calm yourself.
The time for calm passed with the late Lord Forester. Now there's only chaos.
you'll address him as Lord.
C'est au Lord que tu t'adresses.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment.
Justement,
Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers.
l'une dit tuez-le, dégagez-le d'ici, ou...
The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they
Et
cannot
l'une
do
dit
whatever
les gens sont déjà assez tendus. Et moi j'ai pas envie d'être en mode je suis un tyran.
I will decide.
C'est à moi de décider. C'est un voleur.
Punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My
Je coupe
family
trop de...
depends on me.
L'envoyer au mur. Se montrer clément. Je peux pas me montrer clément parce que ça ferait preuve... Enfin, les gens le prendraient pour de la faiblesse. J'ai pas trop envie de lui couper les doigts et j'ai pas envie de l'envoyer au mur. Donc ça me fait un peu chier. L'envoyer au mur, c'est ce qu'on faisait avec les voleurs, les voleurs de bétail, machin et tout. Couper 3 doigts, je trouve que c'est un peu... genre le couper un doigt, genre ça suffirait large. Xawa, t'es là? Ah, il est pas là, je crois. Putain, y a personne pour m'aider, quoi. Vas-y, attendez, je vais voir s'il y a quelqu'un encore sur le Discord. Pour voir... Je vais demander. Yo, les gars!
Salut.
Les gars, j'ai 3 choix. Vous allez choisir pour moi. Je choisis le premier, le deuxième ou le troisième? Troisième? Ok, merci.
I sentence you to the wall.
Bonne soirée.
Join the Night's Watch.
Troisième. Hop là, il va au mur. Voilà. Ça fait un peu chier. 1, 2, 3. 3. Allez. Ah. Les gens se souviendront de mon jugement.
Not just yourself, of course.
Et j'ai eu raison.
Maester, what do you think?
Qu'en pensez-vous?
Yes.
Moi?
Did I do what's right?
Je fais ce qu'il fallait. Le mur semble être fait pour un voleur. J'espère seulement que...
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Ah ouais, j'ai besoin que quelqu'un dont tout le monde a confiance.
No matter the circumstances.
Ah, je pourrais...
wisdom and experience. You should have one advisor above the rest. There are 2 capable men for the role.
2 hommes sont capables.
They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office.
Ah, je devrais lui donner cet insigne. Pour dire en gros que c'est lui mon bras droit.
Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Oh, monseigneur. Oh. Faut que j'aille parler aux deux, mais nourriture. Faut que je lui demande d'aller parler. Duncan. Mais Duncan, il a l'air bien. Chose à prendre en compte. Je fasse une décision. Peut-être que je demanderai souvent de conseils. Oh, l'interroger sur les à propos des sentinelles.
As Lord,
Ah.
I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service.
Non, mais non, en fait. Bon, je pense que je peux lui demander. Lui donner le brassard. Super! Yes! Bon, on a toujours l'autre. L'autre, ça a l'air d'être plus Malcolm. Voilà. Ah, genre là, je peux prendre qui je veux, genre. Oh, il n'y a pas un écuyer? Oh, ce serait trop marrant, un écuyer. Genre, je vais le regarder.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
Ah, c'est mon oncle.
It's not an easy thing to do. Showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him. Aye, Sir Royland is the man you want.
You're right. Sir Royland seems the man for the job.
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you. Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. I know you told me you'd have to change, but I suppose I hadn't believed you would.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the wall without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What?
Ethan, please. Tell me.
What do you suggest I do?
You must be strong, decisive. You are the lord of this house. Remember.
You're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Ah, genre, pour pas qu'on puisse passer, bien joué. En fait, ça me fait chier. Bon, je vais aller lui parler à l'autre. Lui, il m'a dit, comme quoi que c'était plus tard la discussion, du coup, faudrait pas que je prenne l'autre, mais lui. Et... Vas-y, je vais regarder. Qu'est-ce que je vous ai déjà dit?
Swords up, slash right, parry, again. Sword up, swing left, parry.
Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
a word?
Of course, my lord.
Bien sûr, monseigneur.
I have many decisions to make.
De
I
nombreuses
wanted your
décisions.
advice.
Qu'en est-il de nos défenses?
What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Oh, je vais regarder les R.
Slash and parry. Slash and parry. Again.
Oh, je peux pas lui parler à lui? Oh, en vrai, c'est dommage qu'on puisse pas parler aux gens. Oh.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
I'm honoured.
Yeah. Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies. Talia told me what it means.
Rules mean nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal. That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad. Bad men killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Oh là, pardon. Oh, je peux aller là-bas. Oh, je vais demander au maître. Bah oui.
You'll not be fighting here forever.
Maester?
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Quel est votre point de vue?
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
Ransom or a robbery? You may pay him now, but what's to stop him from coming back again?
Lord Ethan, the dangers of today outweigh the fears of tomorrow.
Oh, je peux aller dans la tour.
Swords up. You can lift them, yeah?
Ça me fait un peu chier. Soit je fais lui, soit lui. Le problème, c'est que lui, il donnait déjà des conseils à mon père. Sauf que mon père est mort et mon père il aurait sûrement choisi lui pour tout ce qui est guerre. Et ça me fait chier parce que là c'est pour choisir celui qui va gérer la maison un peu, pour m'aider à gérer la maison. Et le problème c'est que lui il veut se battre à... Il a absolument envie de se battre contre les Bolton. Alors qu'il ne faut pas se battre contre les Bolton pour le moment. Et celui d'en dessous, lui, il dit on va se calmer, on va leur donner un peu de trucs, ils vont être contents, et après on va reprendre. Au fil du temps, on pourra le reprendre. Il y a rien de... voilà. Mais ça fait chier en fait. Et en fait, faut que je pèse le pour et le contre. Et le truc, c'est que j'aimerais bien que ce soit le guerrier. Parce que le guerrier, il sera dur, ferme, mais au moins, si à un moment donné, moi, je suis en mode je sais pas quoi dire ou que j'ai pas eu le temps d'appuyer, il reprendra la parole. Et ça, c'est sûr. Alors que l'autre, je sais pas vraiment en fait. Il serait capable de rien dire.
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Mason.
Allez, vas-y.
I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
On va choisir le guerrier. Oh, je les ai convoqués tous les deux. Aïe aïe aïe. Oh, il y en a un qui va être déçu. Ah, il a une tête un peu de fier. Ah, j'aime pas ça. Aïe aïe aïe. Pouvez-vous
I
le faire?
believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Le choix était clair.
Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Lui, il fait que me regarder, hein, on est d'accord. Hein. Non, il regarde dessus l'autre. Ok, d'accord, donc...
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not? Lord Ethan should hear from all of us.
I will hear from my Sentinel. Please.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Les autres, ils viennent pas pour... Comment dire? Pour faire de la diplomatie. Ils viennent pour se battre. Mais on peut marchander. Et ça a l'air d'être un bon compromis.
Maester Ortengrin has swayed me. We will offer the Boltons a share of the ironwood, and we will promise our people to harvest it, thus securing their safety.
A sentinel, I must warn you. Do this, and you invite ruin upon this house.
If we don't, there may be no House Forrester at all.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect
Ouais, j'aurais
his decision.
dû... Ouais.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
We could offer him the ironwood in the courtyard.
My lord, making this kind of offer outright may simply embolden Ramsay. There could be trouble, and all the house will be there to see it. Meet him in the hall. It will be more private, and he will not have an audience to play against you.
Lord Ethan?
En fait, c'est un choix difficile parce que si je le fais rentrer, toute son armée peut rentrer. Alors que si je le fais patienter aux portes, je peux y aller, ils ne vont pas rentrer tout de suite. Si ils doivent rentrer. Et ça nous laisse du temps de fou. Et par contre, si je le laisse rentrer et que tout se passe bien, on peut gagner du temps. Et le truc, c'est que je pense qu'on va le garder aux
I
portes.
will meet him at the gate.
Comme ce qui a toujours été fait dans Game of Thrones. Très bien, mon seigneur.
We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
That's enough from you, Tuttle. Lord Ethan has spoken. Obey his command.
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Not another word.
I'd hoped for better from you, my lord.
Oh, je vais devoir le punir, c'est horrible.
Apologies, my son.
Pardon, mon
I had
fils.
expected better of him. But now that it is
Je vais mettre
settled,
ça par-
we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate.
And we will offer the ironwood, providing a safe future for this house.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord. Where your sentinel
Perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Maître, reste.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
Ah oui, c'est mon oncle. Je vais lui dire de ramener Asher, elle m'a convaincu.
What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Ah, c'est maintenant que je dois prendre la décision si lui part, si mon oncle part à Essos, ou on le garde ici. Vas-y, tu sais quoi, je vais lui dire d'aller à Essos.
Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Il ramènera Asher. Yes! C'est ce que je voulais faire, oui! Yes. Par contre, Essos, c'est très loin, donc
Know that you never stand alone. You are a forester.
Tu es un forester.
Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Ouais. Et... C'est pas infini. Ok, Marjorie. Examiner. Ah, il y a tout pour faire la lettre. C'est ça qu'elle est en train de dire.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever... My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Je vais vous laisser discuter.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
D'accord, donc c'est la merde. De fou, putain! Je suis dans la merde, putain! Madame?
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can I trust you? There are spies everywhere in King's Landing.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry.
Répète.
I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Un connard. Pardon. En vrai, là, pour le moment, ouais, j'ai fait quelques trucs avant. Ouais, passer Duncan.
Fuck him if he's angry. And without King's Landing, I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own.
Je suis convaincu qu'on
The
a
men
pas
are ready to
compris.
act if needed.
Sir Royland, I trust you'll keep a level head.
Of course, my lord. But the bastard of Bolton can't be trusted to do the same.
Bolton men approaching, my lord!
Something wrong with your gate? Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in. This is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
You're welcome inside, but your men are not.
Did you hear that, men? The lord of the house says, "Fuck off." I think he's afraid of you. Wait here. For now.
Ah oui.
A token for the new
Oh, le nouveau
Warden of the
gouvernement.
North.
Un présent pour le nouveau gouvernement.
Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Sculpté par notre meilleur.
Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it. Hmm. Not
Pas mal.
bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could
Given
learn.
enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. This ironwood seems to be your most precious possession, but it is just wood.
Lord Ramsay, we have another gift. We'd like to offer to your father. There are several ironwood groves along the borders of our land, all producing tall, strong trees. We'd like to give your father 2 of these groves in tribute.
Give him. He is your warden. What's yours is already his. Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive.
Très impressionnant. Et il a pas repris la parole tout à l'heure. Il aurait dû la reprendre. Quand il a vu que je parlais pas, il aurait dû prendre la parole. Mais il m'aurait fait passer un... Pas pour un fait, mais en mode... je savais pas quoi dire, quoi. Enfin, en gros, j'aurais pu rétorquer dessus et ne me coupe pas la parole. Ça aurait été mieux dans ce sens-là que... de juste rien dire, en fait.
Look at that. More forest.
Regardez ça d'autres
Lord
foresters.
Ramsay.
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the
Calmez-vous,
business at
laissez-les
hand.
tranquilles.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can... They're loyal. I want you to show me.
Je suis obligé.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. And I care even less about a bunch of trees on some far-off hill. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
We will double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
Merde.
What? The ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down. It can't be that difficult.
The Whitehills had ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me.
Comment ça, ils sont rentrés, eux?
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
Oh, il va mourir.
He will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Leave my sister alone!
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Quoi?
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan!
My lord!
Oh, no!
Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding.
Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
Come on.
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop! Ryan!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Ryan!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the maester quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mother! Stop! Don't let him take me!
You will not take him!
Help me! Ryan, please! No! Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
La violence! Ce soir, commencer prochainement un game of
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house
Il l'appellera,
Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son,
Ethan le
and
Brave.
you did it
Bon.
without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who
Jon
will
Snow.
not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Quel fils de pute! C'est combien? Ah, ça va. D'accord. Bon, les gars, on va en rester là pour aujourd'hui. On a vécu beaucoup de choses aujourd'hui. Voilà. Donc, ouais, n'hésitez pas, je vais en refaire peut-être de temps en temps, vraiment de temps en temps. J'aimerais mettre en place plein de choses sur la chaîne, simplement je ne peux pas le faire simplement. Donc je m'en excuse, hein, tout simplement, je peux pas faire grand chose. Et pourtant j'aimerais faire énormément de choses. Simplement je n'en ai pas les moyens malheureusement. Je n'ai pas la visibilité non plus de le faire. Ça me fait un peu chier parce que j'ai plein d'idées de plein de choses. Et ça me fait chier parce que je peux pas le faire. Mais voilà. Je vais essayer de temps en temps, essayer de lancer un projet quand je peux. Mais c'est très compliqué, j'ai déjà mes projets perso. Alors lancer un projet sur Twitch, compliqué à mettre en place, c'est tendu. Hein, je suis désolé, mais c'est vraiment tendu. Par exemple, je vais vous donner une idée de choses que je voudrais faire. C'est de faire un JDR, comme ce qui s'est déjà fait sur plein de chaînes Twitch et YouTube. Mais le problème c'est que bah j'ai pas assez de potes pour le faire. Et ouais. Donc en fait j'aimerais trouver des potes là dans dans le lycée où je vais aller. Il me faudrait 3-4 potes dans le JDR qui fassent en sorte qu'on s'entende bien et que on puisse se faire un stream JDR. Ça serait méga bien avec quelqu'un qui pourrait gérer un peu toutes les caméras. Si on peut pas trop jongler avec les caméras, faudrait voir directement avec autre chose. Mais voilà. Donc je sais pas du tout comment faire parce que j'ai même pas la fibre pour le moment, donc c'est chaud. Le faire à la maison c'est chaud. Chaud. Ça me fait un truc. Bref. De faire un truc comme ça à la maison c'est chaud. Mais je sais pas trop où je pourrais aller pour faire. Après j'ai une idée. Ça me fait un peu chier. C'est que je sois dans le CVL et après de voir comment ça se passe. Je verrai bien ce qui se présente à moi et tout et je vais demander. Aussi, je pourrais peut-être avoir une salle dédiée ou s'il y a déjà une salle dédiée aux jeux de rôle ou aux jeux et voir si on pourrait pas l'avoir pour quelques séances dans une séance par semaine de telle heure à telle heure. Par exemple le mercredi après-midi, parce que le mercredi après-midi en général on ne bosse pas, on est enfin tranquille. Donc voilà, mais je vais voir. Faut que je mette ça en place, il me faudra des caméras. Donc pour commencer mon téléphone suffira amplement, mais au fil du temps ce sera mieux d'avoir une ou deux caméras avec mon PC qui pourra le gérer largement je pense. Mais bon, faudra que je fasse toutes les connectiques et tout, et voilà. Après, il nous faudrait aussi de l'espace. Après, les LED, j'ai 2-3 LED par-ci par-là que j'ai déjà acheté. Il me faudrait un pied pour une autre LED et une autre LED à grand pied aussi. Pour dire que voilà. Mais bon, de toute façon, voilà, en règle générale, j'aimerais me faire un petit JDR comme ça serait peut-être vraiment bien. Je serai pas là en tant que narrateur, je pense. Je pense que je serai là en tant que joueur. Hein, le plaisir d'un joueur, c'est dingue. Et ça serait bien dans un monde que je ne connais pas. Comme ça, je pourrais découvrir et je serais pas le mec relou qui fait ouais mais ça c'est pas normal, ça c'est pas normal, ça tu vas me changer ça, c'est pas normal. Comme ça je pourrais pas faire ça. Donc voilà. Après je ferai forcément un petit truc avant pour dire eh ben regardez là voilà regardez on fait la petite le petit départ, je vous montre comment faire une fiche de personnage sur plusieurs choses. D'ailleurs, je prendrai sûrement des fiches de personnages que j'avais déjà pour vous montrer la différence entre les nouvelles et les anciennes. Enfin, les nouvelles, celles qu'on utilisera et celles que j'ai déjà utilisées. Et, les spécifications et tout. Et voilà. Donc moi, je dis que ça fin de beaux rêves. Peace les gens. À demain. Ciao, ciao.